next round of the Caterham Academy Championship adventure brings us to Donington Park in the Midlands for what's sure to be another thrilling race for these drivers, all enjoying their first ever season of motor racing. The cars are about to head out onto the circuit for our first race with Tom Willis, 3 times winner and championship leader, on pole position. On board here with Adam West, who starts from the 3rd row of the grid in the 93 car. He pulls up alongside Peter Wales in car number 52. Blair McConaughey and Tom Willis are the top 2 in the championship in reverse order, and they share the front row of the grid for this next race of the season. This should be a fascinating battle between the pair. Lights out, away they go, down towards Redgate Corner in slightly overcast conditions this weekend at Donington Park. A good start made though by McConaughey, who really needs to try and take some points out of Willis this weekend, and that was the perfect start. He's on the outside line, but he sweeps through into the lead. The contact further back though, and off in spectacular fashion goes Neil Henderson in the number 12 car, and sadly he's not alone. More cars deposit themselves in the gravel trap. Thankfully, though, it looks as though they will all rejoin, some of them in less than showroom condition, and thankfully no need for a safety car interlude. The top 2, as they've done on several occasions this year already, are starting to break away at the front of the pack. The 10 car there is Christopher McMahon, who we're on board with now, in the number 10 car, stuck in the midfield battle where things are always incredibly intense. Up the hill through Schwantz Curve, these are some of the least powerful Caterhams we see racing over the weekend, but that means that the slipstream is all the more important. You have to try and stay in the pack of cars in front of you and use that toe to pick your way up the order, which he's doing because he gets up the inside of the number 52 car there of Peter Wales into Coppice Corner. Peter, the black and orange car, started 5th, so he's dropped a few positions on this first lap. McMahon, though, heading the right way, he's climbing up the order and already has his sights set on the next little gaggle in front. There's George Hay, the number 21 car, who had that spectacular moment at Alton Park earlier on this year with an ambitious look up the inside of the 52 of Wales into the chicane. He's quicker off the corner, though, and tries to attack again down into the Melbourne Loop, where a leading 2 has become a leading 4 because the slipstream, which I said would be significant, has started to group everyone back together again. Now with Adam West, who you saw making a nice switchback manoeuvre out of the Melbourne hairpin, incredibly relaxed as he heads up the hill, just adjusting the shoulder straps there, and moves over to the inside line to cover the position that he's just gained. It's a nice bit of driving there. Right, replay of the start. Let's see if we can pick out what happens here. Keep an eye on the white number 12 car around the outside. That's Neil Henderson. Makes contact with the 55 of Harry Eyre, and then everyone else seems to go off an avoidance, really. Back to the race leaders though now, and Carl Jones is making a bid for first position. Carl started 8th, but goes up the inside of Blair McConaughey into the chicane. All runs wide onto the gravel though and spins. Oh, what a shame for Carl Jones. Adam West nearly followed him but managed to save it. Unfortunately, though, that might be the last we see of Jones in this lead pack after what had been a really good drive. Sadly, he's dropped right down the order now after that big moment at the chicane. Adam West now has one of his own down at the hairpin, and so too right behind him with the number 33 car. That was Darrell Cresswell. Neither of them wanted to get out of that corner ahead. So down the hill then we go towards the old hairpin, where the second place battle is starting to get a little closer now between Blair McConaughey and James Fowler. Race leader Tom Willis though, and points leader pulling away, and Adam West has finally lost control. That was sort of on the cards for the last half a lap or so, with a half spin at the old hairpin. It's rare that you can have a moment at the old hairpin and not hit anything, so he'll be quite happy with that, I think. On board now with Christopher McMahon, who had a run on the 2 cars in front of him through Schwantz Curve, but they were side by side, so nowhere that he could go. The outside line there is the number 63 car of Nick Allbone, so he'll be one of the drivers he's trying to get past next, but closing in behind is somebody else, and that could mean that he's now under pressure. No, McMahon goes to the inside of both of them, and well, he gets one position. He can't quite complete the manoeuvre on Darrell Cresswell, but he will be, I think, alongside him as they go down the exhibition straight once again. Brilliant midfield battling going on here then. Down to the chicane, who's bravest on the brakes. There are cars all around us here though, so it's a job sometimes just to fit everyone through the chicane at the same time. Back to Blair McConaughey now, who's got James Fowler in front of him. This is the fight for second place. This is not really what Blair needed because Tom Willis has started now to pull away out in front. The gap is nearly 5 seconds between first and second places. So Blair McConaughey now needs to try and limit the damage being done here by getting second place back away from James Fowler into into 4th position now is Carl Jones, the number 11 car there, turns his way into the Goddard's hairpin, and then it's this scrap that we were watching just now between Darrell Cresswell and, well, everybody else really. On board with Adam West, who after that half spin he had has sort of managed to catch up to this group again, and running out wide there, unfortunately, is Darrell Cresswell. So Cresswell's time inside the top 5 relatively short-lived. 21 car of George Hay now also joining in, looked 3rd in line. So his chances of a top 5 finish might be on the up now. Regularly they go, and well, you can tell in a way that these drivers are in their first season of racing, because they are wonderfully exuberant with the way they drive these cars around the track, and incredibly entertaining to watch. That though was a bit too exuberant for Darrell Cresswell. No damage done, but again he couldn't find a gap back in the traffic then to rejoin the circuit, and he had to wait and keep driving down the grass slowly, and eventually gets back on the black stuff, having lost, what, 2, 4, 6 places or so. Blair McConaughey now then, into the closing stages of the race, is back into 2nd position now, so things on the up for him slightly, but he's still going to lose a couple of points, it would appear, to Tom Willis, so the gap's going to go out ever so slightly in the championship. This is turning into the best battle on the track right now, though, really. As George Hay, the black number 21 car, flings the car through the old hairpin. Nice line through the right-hander, tries to pick up the toe up the hill, which is exactly what James Fowler is trying to do to Blair McConaughey here. 2nd and 3rd places, a car length or so between them as they head through Coppice, and then we pick up the battle going on further back. So Christopher McMahon now is under pressure definitely here from George Hay, and behind that's Adam West having another big moment, I think, in the exit of McLean's corner. What order are these 3 cars going to find themselves in by the checkered flag? Probably not this one is the answer, because it does look as though maybe George Hay is about to make a move. He's closing in on Christopher McMahon into the chicane. That's not really an overtaking opportunity. This is, though, down the Melbourne hairpin, but James Fowler isn't really close enough to Blair McConaughey to challenge on the way into the corner. On the exit of the corner, they're pretty evenly matched as well. Climb steeply uphill then towards the Goddard's hairpin, where the race leader, Tom Willis, who we've sort of forgotten about in the middle part of the race because he's so far in front, is about to take the checkered flag. Brilliant stuff from Tom Willis then. A much needed race victory. Blair McConaughey did everything he could. He finishes in 2nd place to very much keep the title fight alive, whilst James Fowler will be 3rd. Carl Jones will be 4th, I think. And then for 5th place, what's going to happen? There's George Hay on the outside line trying to gain one last position at the flag. Oh, and he loses it, George Hay. Oh, what a shame. Spins at the final corner. He was running in about 7th place, I think, there. That would have been a really well-deserved top 10 finish. But sadly, that was another example of that over-exuberance, I think. He now can't find his way back onto the track. Does rejoin, but unfortunately, he will finish the race down in 13th place after what was one of his most promising drives of the season so far. Well, he was far from the only driver to make a mess at the final corner. It's a tricky little left-hander. Tom Willis, though, didn't put a foot wrong all race, and he comes home a race winner once more. And that will be a very, very good thing for his championship hopes. Blair McConaughey's 2nd, James Fowler was 3rd, whilst Carl Jones and Nick Allbones round out the top 5. Great racing, but Willis was in dominant form.
It was definitely frantic for the first few laps. Swapped positions a few times with Blair, and James was on the case in 3rd. And then I managed to pull a gap. I think Blair and James started squabbling, so that gave me a bit of respite, and then I pushed on and didn't give up. I was trying to go for the fastest lap. Don't know if I got it, but fingers crossed I did for the extra point, because it's so close in the championship.
Well, let's see just how close it is then. 2 points, all that separate Tom Willis and Blair McConaughey, with 2 more races to go in the championship. James Fowler's not a million miles back, but it's likely to be one of those 2 crowned champion. So a comfortable win for Tom Willis. If he does that again next time at Silverstone, he may have one hand on that championship trophy.